So today we're going to look at a story called The Sound of Thunder, and the genre is a short story. Gavin, whenever you're reading a story and it's a short story, what are some different elements that a short story is going to contain?
Characters.
Characters, very good. Okay, so what else? So you have characters. What else are we going to be looking at? Maybe?
The plot.
The plot. What is a plot?
So it's like the actions of the story and what happens.
Very good, right? So the actions or the plot, different parts. Yes.
The theme.
The theme. What is a theme? Like, what specifically, what is a theme, Sawyer?
Like the message the author's trying to get across.
Yes, very good. Okay, so we have characters, we have setting, we have plot. What else, Noelia?
Conflict.
Conflict. Very good. So what is a conflict?
Like an argument or disagreement between like two things.
Yes, very good, right? An argument or a disagreement. There's two types of conflicts within a story. Does anybody remember what they were?
Internal and external.
Yes, very good. So what would be an example of an internal conflict?
Maybe like the main character has to do something that he doesn't want to.
Wow, very good, okay? So we're going to look at a character named Eccles. So I want you to pay attention to the characteristics, the character traits he has at the beginning of the story, and then you're going to look at what kind of internal conflict does he have. And then there's also going to be an external conflict, okay? So first, we're going to look at the quick start, and then we're going to review the theme. What is a theme versus a main idea? Then I'm going to let you read with a partner, and I'm going to have y'all answer 3 questions. Then about the last 10 minutes, y'all are going to get to do an exit ticket by yourself, okay? So Gavin, we always look at an essential question, whatever text that we're reading. So can you read, so what is our essential question for this unit?
How do changes around us reveal who we are?
How do changes around us reveal who we are? So Trey, what do you think that means?
How do things around us like reveal our true character?
Very good, okay, yes. So you're going to look for specific things in the story to answer that question, okay? So our main objectives, we're going to look at literary text. How do you know if something's literary? Y'all did a great job telling me what a short story contains. We're going to look at the different short story elements. Then we're going to see what is an inference and why is it important. And then we're going to look at theme, okay? So right now, I'm going to review theme and main idea. Okay, so I want y'all to just take a look at the words on the left and the right. I'm going to give y'all a few seconds to kind of look at this. And then I want y'all crew, I want you to tell me, what do you notice that's similar about the words here versus the words here? Like maybe the length, maybe the information. What's something similar that you notice?
The one on the right side's longer.
The one on the right side's longer. Okay, how so? How is it longer than the first one?
More words.
That has more words, okay? So what's similar? So both of these, they're different because one of them has more words. What do you notice that's similar about both of them? Addison? Does anybody notice? Let's look at the length.
One sentence.
One sentence.
Yes, right? Very good. They're both one sentence, okay? So one of these is a theme and one of them is a main idea. Navy, can you read what is on the left? So can you read the sentence on the left?
Small actions can have huge unexpected consequences.
Thank you. Layla, would you mind reading what's on the right? Very good. Okay. So what the main things we're going to look at is going to be theme, right? And y'all told me a theme is a message about life, and it's something that's universal. So if something's universal, Hayden, what does that mean? If a theme's universal.
It's like all around.
Okay, it's all around. Very good, right? It can mean many things. What else? Is it going to be in multiple stories?
Yeah, it can be used several times. Not
Yes,
just once.
very good, right? So a theme is going to be in different types of stories, not just one. Okay, let's see. Trey, the sentence on the right, what does it tell us on the right that Layla just read? Do you think that's going to be a theme or more of the main idea?
Main idea.
The main idea, how do you know what in sentence 2 tells you this is not a theme, this is a main idea?
It says like names and describe this thing.
Wow, very good. Names and describes a story, right? So it's specific to one story, okay? So Gavin, can you just sum up, what is the theme versus the main idea?
The main idea is most of the time about like one story.
It's about one story, very
The
good.
theme is something in general that can apply to a lot of things.
Yes, very good, right? It applies to a lot of things. It's a message that we can take away. Okay, so when we're gonna read the story in a little while, I want you to look at the character traits, and I want you to look at the theme. What is the author trying to tell us in this short story that connects to the essential question? Okay, very good. So now we're gonna look at the quick start, so we're gonna kind of review some of the concepts. So we looked at short story elements. So now I'm gonna have y'all read a little bit, and we're gonna talk about what we see. So we're on page 344, 345. Does everyone have that? Okay.
Yes.
So Trey, would you mind reading, what is the title of the story?
Sound of thunder.
Very good, okay? And what genre and who is the author?
It's a short story by Ray Bradbury.
Very good, okay? And Gavin already read the essential question. So how do changes around us reveal who we are? Okay, so let's look at the quick start. I'm gonna have Hayden's gonna read the quick start, and then I'm gonna give y'all about 30 seconds to answer this question with somebody next to you, okay? So first, Hayden, if you don't mind, on page 345, if you can read the quick start for us. You see where we are at the very top?
If you were drown with any place in time, past or future, where would you go? What would you want to do or see there? Can you talk to your partner? Which are you?
Very good, okay. So I'm gonna give y'all about 30 seconds. I'm gonna let you talk to somebody sitting next to you. So they're asking, if you could travel to any place in time, the past or the future, where would you go? And what would you wanna do or see there? Okay, so I'm gonna give y'all 30 minutes, so maybe you can talk to Gavin, you can talk to Crew, y'all can talk to each other, okay? So where would you go, past or future, and why?
I would go to the past so I could change the
But not in the
future.
Where?
Oh,
Where, very good, I like how she said, where are you going, and then Noelle asked specifically.
where I'm going? To the south. No, the first time, third time. Where do you wanna go? Like where?
Yeah, I think the future. And I
Yo,
don't want to risk all three.
I want to
Oh, so awesome. These are really great answers.
So I can see flying cars.
You want, okay,
Flying
wow.
cars? How you know it's gonna happen?
You never
Okay,
know.
I'm gonna give y'all about 5 more seconds, and then I'm gonna let y'all share. Okay.
Wanna go anywhere.
Now I'm gonna let some of y'all share. Okay, so Crew and Hayden, where did y'all talk about? So let's see. Look, let's see. We're gonna listen to see what other people are gonna share. Okay. So where did you say that you would want to
I
go?
wanted to go to like when Mona Lisa was born.
Wow. So you would want to go into the past. Okay. Very good, right? So we're gonna see that in this story. We're gonna see that one of the settings is gonna be in the past. Very good. So why would you want to go there?
So I can see when she was born.
Very good. And what did Crew tell you?
I wanted to do it 9/11.
You wanted to go.
Like not
Wow.
in the building, but
But yeah, just to see,
You wanted to go to actually go.
just like experience it.
Very good.
You wouldn't wanna stop it? Warn them about it?
It's gotta happen.
Don't
Wow.
have to.
you would have.
What
But
about
like, if you not stop on 11, it would also change
The
history.
future,
And
and the
they'll
whole
fall for
United
it.
States could be different.
That's what we're learning about.
But if
Wow.
Well, you don't wanna change the future?
No,
They'll change everything.
because then it could change, like, you might not be over here right
Yeah,
now.
we
Yeah.
might not meet each other.
You wouldn't even be born.
Miss Brittany might not be our teacher.
Yeah.
Never know.
Trey, those are really great answers. So Trey, what did you talk about? You talked to Sawyer.
Oh, let's go to the future.
Why?
Just to experience new things. Like, see how the future pans out. And Sawyer said, yeah, let's go to the future and see fair.
See what she's doing.
And see how
for
she
her-
turned out.
How do you think she's gonna turn out?
I think she's gonna be a teacher, a gifted teacher.
You think she's gonna be good? All right, Gavin. What about you and Davey? What did y'all talk about?
We said Rome and his death. He wanted to go see how the way he died.
You wanted to go to Rome to see what?
I'm sorry. I wanted to go see Rome and see like Julius Caesar and stuff and the
Julius.
gladiators.
Wow. Okay, and then Gavin. So what did you say? Gavin said he would wanna go to the future to see what,
Would you want to see your future self?
Maybe.
No,
see your future self, okay.
I don't.
I wouldn't.
So the past and the future, those are some really great answers. So we're gonna see in this setting, right? We're gonna see where does our character go? What kind of changes does he undergo, Gavin? You're gonna look specifically, okay? You're gonna look at his actions. So how is he as a person when the story starts out, and how does he change? Okay, so now we're gonna continue on page 345. We're under analyze, plot, and setting. Earlier, y'all told me all the elements of a short story. So, crew, would you mind reading? So we have paragraphs 1 and 2, where they're going to talk about what is the setting and the plot. So would you mind reading on page 345 under analyze, plot, and setting for us?
Every story has a setting, a time, and place for its action. For science fiction writers, the setting may be in any place in the past, present, or future. A Sound of Thunder takes place in 2 distinct settings, the far distant future and the prehistoric past.
Very good. Okay, what, can you read the next paragraph for us about plot? Gavin talked about plot earlier.
In some stories, the setting is just a backdrop to the plot or sequence of events. In A Sound of Thunder, the action centers on characters who travel through time, and the setting directly affects the way the plot unfolds.
Very good, okay. Let's look at, I wanna look at some specific elements of the plot. Does anybody remember, we looked at a diagram that talks about different parts of what a plot is. Does anybody remember, Navy or Gavin, do y'all remember this part of a diagram that's whenever it shows us the plot? This one starts with the letter E. Does anybody remember what this is called?
Eclipse.
Exposition.
The exposition, okay, very good. So what is the exposition, Noelia?
Like the thing that happens before the main action.
Very good, right? So it's starting out at the beginning. Very good, okay.
And in the middle is like the climax.
Very good, right? So, yes, okay, so we have the exposition and then the climax. What does that mean? What is that exactly?
It's like that.
The biggest part.
The biggest part of the plot, biggest part of the action, very good. Does anybody remember what events kind of lead up to that?
The rising action.
Very good, okay, so we have the rising action, and then what is this? So after the main action.
Falling action, and then the,
Resolution.
Very good, right? So whenever you're looking at conclusion or resolutions, so whenever you're reading the story, you want to kind of look at all these different elements of the plot. You want to kind of figure out, okay, what can we figure out this action is? Is it the exposition, the rising action, the climax, the flowing action, or is it the conclusion? Okay, let's see. So we're going to look, the next paragraph we're going to look at is an inference. What is an inference, Kaylin? Do you know what an inference, do you remember what an inference is?
It's like a guess based
Yes.
on knowledge that you already know.
Very good, right? Yes, perfect. A guess based on knowledge you already have, right? And so this whole unit, what is one thing that it focuses on in all the stories and poems that we've read? Does anybody remember?
You like inference the change that's happening?
Yes, very good. So you can infer the change that's happening, and I heard somebody say nature, okay? So that's a really good guess of what you think this is gonna be about. So an inference, if Caitlin, if you don't mind, can you read, so we're gonna look at what exactly is an inference? So would you mind reading this for us?
When you make an inference while reading, you make a logical guess based on information in the text and your own knowledge, including what you know about genre,
A genre, right?
Genre.
Conventions?
conventions, or characteristics of a particular type of story. Use your understanding of science fiction characteristics to help you make predictions and draw conclusions about characters, setting, and events in A Sound of Thunder. Use a chart like this one to record them.
Your answer was really good about what an inference was. It is a guess, and I like how you talked about how you can use background knowledge, what you already know to figure something out. So they're telling us, right? So we've seen a lot of science fiction stories. So they're telling us that those characteristics, they can help us make an inference. So Trey, whenever you're making an inference in a story or a poem, how does it help us better understand the story?
What was that, like last 2 words?
Whenever you're making an inference, when you're reading a story or a poem, or like for your benchmarks, and you make an inference, how does it help you understand the story?
It helps me get like background information.
Background information. Is a theme stated, or is that something you have to figure out?
It can't be said that you want something that's implied.
Wow, very good. Most of the time you have to imply it. So looking at an inference, it can help you understand a story's theme or its message. What else, Gavin? What do you think that somebody can understand better from looking at an inference?
What the story's gonna be about.
Very good, right? Previewing what is the story going to be about. Very good. Okay. Exactly, right? So predictions and conclusions. And then we've already looked at the vocabulary. So now we're going to look at the background. I'm going to have somebody read the background for us. Why is it important to look at the background of the person writing a story or a poem or
See where
even
they're coming from, you know?
to see where they're coming from?
You
Why they
understand
wrote
the
the
text?
story.
What is it?
Why they wrote the story?
Why? Yes, right. Why they wrote the story. We saw in that poem about Hurricane Katrina. It was really important to her and it affected her life. Very good. What else did you have to add?
To
Caitlin?
understand the story better.
Yes, it helps us understand the story better. Very good. Okay, let's see. So the author is Ray Bradbury. Who would like to read the background for us? Sawyer, you want to read for us?
Oh, yes.
Thank you.
Although Ray Bradbury is best known as a science fiction writer for Fahrenheit 451, he was never comfortable with that label. Bradbury also wrote imaginative short stories, novels, poems, plays, and nonfiction. At age 12, he wrote his own sequel to the popular novel because he couldn't wait for the next book to be published. In high school, he bought a $10 typewriter and wrote for the school newspaper. At 19, he sold newspapers until he could support himself. About 3 years later, on his writing alone, Bradbury once remarked that having to recall every book he's ever read helped his writing.
Very good, right? So what did you just learn, Navy? So what's something that you learned about the author in what Sawyer just read?
He's very popular.
He's very popular, right? We have a book on the shelf, Fahrenheit 451. So if somebody's popular, that's a really good answer. So if someone's popular, how is that going to help us kind of understand or make inferences in something else they've written? What's something we can
We
look
can
at?
like compare like messages from his other books to this one.
Yes, very good. You can compare the theme or the messages, right? I read a lot of stuff by Nicholas Sparks, and he has almost the same setting, North Carolina's and all his books. So if you kind of know what an author is interested in or their strengths, you can make inferences about the characters, the plot, and the theme. Okay, so as you read, in a few minutes, I'm going to let you read with a partner. So as you read, there's some things that you need to pay attention to, okay? So we want to look at the main character. They want you to imagine yourself in his role. So we're going to look at what is he getting ready to do, what is he interested in, and then think about how would you react in the situation he gets in, what does he face, and what actions would you take, okay? So I'm going to let y'all work with a partner. I have a worksheet. I'm going to let y'all answer 3 questions while you're reading, okay? So you want to look at the character, right? So Eccles is the main character. You want to look at what kind of person he is when the story starts. How does his character change? What kind of consequences does he face? What kind of decision does he make? And how does fear influence his actions? Okay, so these are the partners I'm going to have you work with, okay? So Hayden, you can work with Trey, and then Crew's going to work with Sawyer, Layla and Addison, Gavin and Amy, and Kaylin and Aurelia. Okay? So y'all can move right now and you can sit with your partner, and then I'm going to pass out a worksheet. I'm going to go over what y'all can work on. Awesome. Okay. So the story's on page 347. I'm going to let you go with your partner. Make sure you write your name on your worksheet, okay? So as you're reading, there's 3 questions. I want y'all to answer as you're reading, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. So it's on page 347, the text, okay? So these are the 3 questions that you want to keep in mind as you're reading. Y'all can take turns reading out loud.
You wanna write
Y'all can just answer one of them if you want. Okay, so I'm gonna let y'all read for about 15 minutes, and then at 15 minutes, we're gonna kind of go over what y'all found, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna set a timer for about 12 minutes. That way y'all have time to discuss what you read, and then we're gonna work on an independent exit ticket. Okay, so what are we getting ready to do, Hayden?
Reading kind of answer these questions about character.
Very good, right? So you're gonna read about 12 minutes, and then you're gonna answer some questions about the character. Very good. Okay, does anybody have any questions? Okay, so y'all can take turns reading out loud, or one person can read, and then y'all can work on the questions together. Okay, we're gonna go 12 minutes, and then we're gonna go over your answers. Then I'm gonna have y'all do an exit ticket.
What kind of person is that about the
Wow.
You're very confident.
Wow, that's a great answer. So y'all can start reading before y'all answer the questions. So what's the first thing you think you want to look at?
when he first gets out to agency?
Yes, very good, right? So what do you notice about the sign at the agency? Y'all can just take turns reading.
The sign on the wall seems to quaver under a film of spider warm water. Echo showed his eyelids blink over his stare, and the sign burns.
I like your answer. You agree with him partially.
Darkness.
Okay, so what did you get?
A warm, collective.
Okay, so what do you notice about the sign?
He swallowed and pushed it down. The muscles around his mouth formed a smile as he put his hands back
I love how
down.
Kaylin's reading. Very
Put his
good.
hands slowly upon the air and in the hand waved a cheek.
All right, Hayden, who's reading?
Waved the check for $10,000 to the man behind the desk.
You have
This
a
is a far guarantee that will come back alive.
Oh, wow.
We guarantee nothing
This is
but
really good.
position except for dinosaurs.
The dinosaur, very good. So how much, in paragraph 2, yeah, what did you see, how much is he wanting to spend? In paragraph 2, how much is he gonna spend?
And where to shoot. If he says no shooting, no shooting. If he disobeys, no shooting.
Very
There's
good.
just put with another
US
$10,000
dollars.
plus possibly government actions in your return. Echoes glanced across the vast office at a mass and tangle of smacking and humming of wires and steel boxes, at an aurora that filtered now orange, now silver, now blue. There was a sound like a burning car burning all the time, all the years and all the parts mentality, all the
We're gonna go over
hours
those.
of power and sweat of flame.
Oh, yes, remember the picture?
A touch of the hand in the burning wood on the instant beautifully reversed itself. Echoes remembered the wording in the advertisement still matter. Out of tars and ashes, out of dust and coals, like gold and silver.
Okay, so what you gonna notice?
The old
What is
years
there
green
so
years
far
might
about his character?
rose through the air.
How so?
White hair turned Irish black, wrinkles vanished, all everything fly back to sea. Fleet jet rushed down to their beginning. Sun rise in western skies and set in glorious east. Moons each themselves opposite.
It was not as it
all
seemed, very
in
good.
one thing, another like tiny saucers.
So I'm gonna give y'all about 8.5 more minutes to read through the text and kind of look at the questions we talked about.
The sea
We're gonna
bed,
go over
the
them.
green bed, to the time beginning, to the time before the beginning, a touch of a hand might do it the merest potential. Unbelievable echoes pretty. The light of the machine on his
So what is the main thing
those
that's
kind of
real thing?
He shook his head, making me think if the election had gone badly yesterday, I might be
What's
here
the big
now running away from
consequence?
the results. Thank God he
How do
Still
we know
find
that?
president of the United States.
It's back like the language different.
Yeah, Mark,
Wow,
great
very good.
being
The language
that
different.
before our
Do you
journey
remember
we
what
sent
else?
Vesper on here, but
That's
It's
what
for
it
error,
is.
it's probably
There's a
certain
different
animals.
what in charge.
Yeah, it says the man behind the desk, well, he is Dexter.
Yeah, wow, look at that. Okay, very good. Different person on the desk, different president,
Anti-everything.
different language too.
And really zero. Anti-Christ, anti-human, anti-intellectual. People call us up, and our joking said if Dexter became president, they wanted to go live in 1492. Of course, it's not our business to construct escapes, but to form safaris. Anyways, keep president now. All you have to worry about is shooting my dinosaur at this finished it poem. A Tyrannosaurus Rex. The tyrant lizard, the most incredible monster in history.
So what is the action that he makes?
We're not responsible.
What does he do?
Echo flesh egg.
Yes, okay, very good. What does he ask when you step off of?
Yes. We
Yes,
don't want
very good.
anyone going.
Scared, wow, fear, very good.
Shot. 6 safari leaders were killed last year, and the dozen countries were here to give you the
Awesome, wow. That's some really great work now.
ever added to thousands back
Yes,
60 million years to back the biggest game in all of time. The personal check still there. Tear it up. Mr. Eccles looked at the checks. His fingers twitched. Good luck, said the man behind the desk. Mr. Travis, he's all yours.
How far did y'all get?
They moved silently from around
Wow.
50, taking their guns with them. Towards the machine, towards the silver medal and the royal light. First a day, then a night, then a day, and then a night. Then a day, night, day, a week, a month, a year, a decade. 2055, AD Black 19, 1999, 1957, when the machine roared. They put on their oxygen helmets and tested their intercoms.
It looks like most of y'all are finishing, so I'm gonna give y'all about 3 more minutes, okay? So I'm gonna give y'all 3 minutes, and then we're gonna go over the questions that y'all are kinda looking at, okay? Since I see several of you are almost finished. So what's your favorite scene, Trey, from the story? So,
The ending.
the ending.
I like when they shoot it.
What did you like about it?
It was like, ah! People like, ah!
Wow, yes, very
It
good.
was so anti-climactic.
How so? Very, I like the word choice.
Because like the people were like, ah! And the dinosaur just died.
Anticlimactic, what is that?
It's like, it feels like it's gonna be really like, it's gonna be like really important, and it just.
Wow, that's a really good point. So you have an expectation of how it's gonna be and it turned out different. Wow, that's a really great connection. Both of y'all, love it. Alright, about 2 more minutes. So Gavin, what did y'all like so far about the story?
It's pretty cool.
How so? He goes back in time. Sci-fi, okay? Oh, that's
Sci-fi
some,
mean?
yes, what are some elements of science fiction?
It's like not real.
Not
So, like,
real,
Yeah, science.
not real. What in this story makes you think of science fiction? You
Like
say,
the time machine and going back to dinosaurs.
wow, time machine, dinosaur, very good, right? So these are things that are not real. I'm gonna give y'all about a minute and a half. Did y'all finish reading Code Sawyer?
Mhm.
Very good, okay. So y'all can wrap up the question that you're working on, and y'all can finish reading a little paragraph you're on, and then we're gonna kind of go over these quickly, okay? So how do y'all think fear influences
Trey, can I have a pencil?
decision?
What's up?
Hayden?
Can I have a pencil?
Oh yeah, I got
Oh, you have a pencil? How do you think fear is gonna influence decisions?
Kind of like restless things, you know, like.
Wow,
Thank you.
very good.
You can't be doing that transfer.
All right.
I think we're done with this.
Okay, very good. Does anybody need more time? Everyone's finished? Okay. Okay, so we're gonna go over these really quickly, okay? We're gonna look at what kind of person Eccles is, We're gonna look at what happens when he makes a decision, what kind of consequences, and then we're gonna look at fear. So we're gonna go over these, and then I'm gonna let y'all independently do an exit ticket. Okay, so Trey, what did you and Hayden when y'all read the story? So what kind of character or what kind of person is Eccles?
He's a confident kind of guy at the beginning.
He's confident.
Kill his dinosaur.
Okay, he's confident because he wants to kill a dinosaur. Okay. Navy and Gavin, I saw that y'all had something similar, but y'all had a different word.
For number one?
For number one, right?
Confident and cocky.
So he's confident
Also
and
had
cocky.
courage.
How so? Like, what are his actions that make you infer that?
Like just the way he carries himself.
Boys, y'all listen, okay? The way he carries what?
The way he carries himself.
Very good. So what is he wanting to do at the beginning of the story?
On the T-Rex. And
Right.
And he thought, oh, I've killed like lions and stuff before.
Seems gonna be easy.
Very good, right?
He
Okay.
thinks he's all that.
He thinks he's all that, right? So he has an experience.
Overconfident.
They talked about experiences too. So what actually happens? So what kind of actions and behavior, Crew and Sawyer? So what happens that changes the way that we see him? What does he do whenever he goes on the hunt with the
He
T-Rex?
starts getting scared.
Yeah, and he panics.
Wow, very good, right? So he goes from being confident and cocky, y'all said, then he panics and then he fears. Okay. So whenever he does this, what happens? So what causes, whenever he gets afraid, what causes him to be afraid?
The dinosaur?
Mm-hmm.
The dinosaur, what does he realize about the dinosaur?
Bigger than
Big.
A lot bigger.
It's a lot
And
bigger.
scary.
So he gets scared. Okay. So what action does he do? What happens whenever he gets scared?
Goes off the trail.
He goes off the trail. Okay. Does anybody remember? So the butterfly effect, it goes along with the theme. And what happens when he goes off the trail?
Kills a butterfly.
He kills a butterfly. Okay. Addison and Layla. So whenever he kills the butterfly, what happens? Do y'all remember? He kills the butterfly, and then what happens? So he's living in the present. So what happens? The future changes. Very good. How does the future change? Y'all gave me a great answer a little while ago.
The language is different.
The language is
The guy
different.
behind the desk is different.
Wow, very good. The guy behind the desk is different, okay? So what can we take away from this? Like his actions, something that he isn't conscious of. What does it do? It changes the what it. Very good, right? So how can we tie this into the theme? So what do y'all think the theme of this story is? What is the message that this guy's stepping off the path? What do you think the message would be for this story? Did y'all come up with a theme or a message?
Small changes have big consequences, I think.
Yes, very good.
Good job.
Small changes have big consequences, right? So what is an example of the small change, Gavin? What does he do
He
that?
steps on a butterfly.
He steps on the butterfly, right? It seems small and there's consequences toward the future. So how can you apply this to your life? You have to think sometimes when you make a small decision, it can impact your future in a bigger way
You
than
gotta
you
think
thought.
ahead, you know?
Very good. Okay? So how does fear influence his decision? Does he realize what he's doing? What do you think, maybe?
No, not really. Like in the moment, he doesn't understand it. Because even though the guy told him to get back on the path, he didn't listen.
Very good, right? So he didn't listen. So he didn't realize what he was doing. Very good. So what is panic? So because he panics, what does this tell us about human nature? So sometimes as humans, we do things that we may not realize what we're doing, and we panic. So what does that tell us about humans in general?
Poor choices override reason.
Can you say it again?
Poor choices override reason.
Wow, yes. Poor choices, right? They can override reason. So things that we think are logical or rational, we wouldn't always do. So if you're driving and an animal or somebody runs out in front of you,
Hit it.
see if you hit it right, then that's a small action that can have big consequences.
Yeah, that's different from my son.
Yes, right? So you can tie that theme in. Okay, very good. Does anybody have any questions about the story?
No, ma'am, no, ma'am.
So we looked at the character, the plot, the settings, the theme. Okay, so now I'm gonna pass out an exit ticket for y'all to complete individually. Okay, so you wanna make sure that you write your name on this.
Okay, sorry.
I think it's time to go back to
Give me
your
my
desk.
plate.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Y'all can go back to your desks, okay? Y'all did a wonderful job. Y'all shared your answers. Y'all did a great job sharing.
Trey.
And I love the connections y'all made. So what was your favorite part of the story, Gavin? Did you have a favorite part of the story?
Not really.
Not really?
Ending.
It was pretty good. Gavin and maybe. Let's inform me to ourselves. So what did you think was interesting?
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm gonna pass, as soon as y'all do this and ready to work, I'm gonna pass out an exit ticket, okay? So there's, I'll wait for y'all to stop talking.
Yeah, shut up.
Okay. So you're gonna write your name and there's 2 multiple choice questions. Then you wanna answer a short answer. So Trey, whenever you're writing an essay or any kind of writing, what are some things you wanna make sure your writing has?
Evidence.
Evidence, wow, very good, okay. And what's something basic? You wanna have, how do you wanna start your sentences?
Capitalization.
Restating the question.
Wow.
Yes.
Capitalization, text, evidence, and restating the question.
Good answer.
Explaining. Good.
Yes, very
Providing
good.
evidence.
Very good. Okay, so I'm gonna give you all this to work on independently, okay? There's 2 multiple choice questions. Who still needs one?
You need to pick this up.
Gavin needs one.
So you're gonna work on this by yourself. As soon as you're finished, I'm gonna pick it up, okay? Wow, I love how Caleb started his sentence. Bradbury shoes. Wow, very good. Maybe has the correct permission. Did you finish, Craig?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. All right, awesome. Thank you. I love this theme, and then you want to explain the theme. Very good. Thank you. Wow. This is true and very
Mine's
good.
pretty long.
I like your first one. You can make us do dumb things. That is very true. So Hagen, what would you say that the climax of the plot? Would you say it is of the story? There was a lot going on.
I
Right?
see dinosaurs.
When he sees the dinosaur, do you agree with that, Trey?
Yeah.
When he sees the dinosaur, right? That's a pivotal moment. Very good. Thank you. All right. Well, that was good. Awesome.
So sure to pick that one up.
Thank you.
About to get it.
This was so good. Okay. 2 of y'all just naming. Okay. I'm gonna quickly review some of the things that we talked about today. Okay, so Gavin, on the bottom right, where it says learning objectives, what's the first thing that we do today? What is the first thing we
Read
did?
a literary text.
We read a literary text. So what are some characteristics of a literary text? So Gavin, if you're reading a story or text and it's literary versus informational, how do you know if it's literary? What are some things that something that's literary versus informational will have?
Characters,
Characters, very good, okay. Is there something else you can think of?
dialogue,
Dialogue, wow, very good, okay. And then the next thing we looked at, right, we looked at short story elements, and then y'all told me there's two different types of conflicts. Y'all told me there's a setting, characters, theme. What is a theme? One more time, Gavin. I mean, maybe, I'm sorry. What is a theme?
That's like, with the author's message he's trying to, portray.
Very good, right? How is a theme different from a main idea?
They
Let's
can
so,
be universal.
they can be universal. Which one can be universal?
Theme.
The theme can be universal, okay? So the one on the right, Trey, do you think that's the main idea or the theme? The main idea, right? So how do you know that this is not a theme? Can you read the sentence on the right for
It has
us?
like names and has details.
So yes, okay, so can you read it for us?
Like the songs back in songs on the battle soul on the far right through his trial agency.
Very good, right? So you know this is the main idea and not the theme because it has characters and specific details. Very
It's
good.
exclusive to only the story.
Only the story. Wow, very good.
I think work with you.
And then inferences. What is an inference, Prue?
Like a educated guess.
An educated guess. I really like Kaylin's answer earlier that you have to rely on what you already know. You have to look at background information. And how can an inference, Sawyer, how can an inference help us figure out what the author's trying to say?
We could have like an idea already.
Yes, very good, right? Okay, so tomorrow we are going to start with Unit 6 for absolute power. We're going to start looking at characteristics in Macbeth. Does everybody turn this in?
Yeah.
Y'all did a really awesome job. Thank y'all so much.